The Whiskey Brothers.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers.
I was trying to cheer you up after your bad week. I just wanted to see that $1 million smile.
We're the Whiskey Brothers.
Yeah.
Look, I'm Slade Ham, Jerry Wayne Longmire, Trey Tutson, Sam Damaris. Checking you good, buddy? All right, man. He is running everything back a house. You rough week too. All right, we're all having one. I'm itching. I'm wearing long sleeves. I'm hot as shit.
Yeah.
It's like the first day of summer in Texas.
Yeah, pretty much.
Feels that way. It's 80 something.
Winter ended yesterday, so I got poison ivy. Have I had it on this show before?
No,
since
not
I've
that I
known.
can remember.
This is the first time I've.
Bro, you lost teeth on this show. you
Got run over by some Asian ladies and thought you got shot.
Yo, you had your backpack stolen from out in front of your house. Yeah.
And your bike. And the bike.
And your bike. And your car got towed from in front of your house. You had to pay them to drop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you asking us to
Okay,
name
yeah.
one.
Right.
I don't
What?
remember eating poison
What?
ivy.
Poison ivy.
It's my.
We had no idea you had another nemesis.
It's my. It's the one you forget about, right? Like you.
Batman.
You
Well,
got
how often are you in a position
That's
to
my
have
point.
to worry?
And it becomes less and less often the older I. Right. Like I'm. The only times I've never gotten it hiking. For all the shit I've gone tramping through jungles and countries
Cambodia
and where.
shit.
Never gotten anything like that.
I am convinced it only exists in East Texas.
I think it is. It is a
because that's where I get it every time.
It is a purely local phenomenon for me. It happens in East Texas, usually when I fuck around and think I can do some yard work.
Yep.
That's the only times it's ever when I
Yeah.
got feisty and was like, I'm still
Find out you're not as East Texas as you think.
100%. 100%. I'm not.
Bitch, I'm
made for this.
Beaumont. I ain't worried about no poison ivy. Come over here, poison ivy. Step up. Step up.
That's what I said. You remember my comedy club, the old standalone spot.
Mhm.
I was trying to save some money. Small business owner, trying to not give somebody $100 to come mow the. I'll just do it myself.
Right.
And I went out there, and there was this little spot Bob Zaney used to fuck with me about. Said every time he showed up, he said, "Is it pull a weed and get in free night?" That's what he would ask, because I would never touch this one spot. So I was like, "Man, I'm gonna go fix this spot." I go out there, and I'm gonna get this weed eater. It's 100 in August or whatever, and the stuff is just spewing in the air,
All over your legs
and
and
I'm
face.
pouring sweat.
Right.
And it's just rivulets of pain. I don't even really feel it, but I'm just wiping and this. And
Oh, you're
Bro.
just in a aerosol shower, bro.
every part of my body
Yeah.
touched poison ivy.
Damn.
Oh,
Every part.
Dick
I
too?
was-
Dick too?
Straight, bro.
Butthole.
That's the part I had to show the dude at the hospital when I was.
That's when it got serious enough to go to the
Brought
hospital.
another one.
I literally.
But I
was
bet it got Bridget leave you alone.
It was. I was.
Or did you just rush home like, hold on, we got to fuck?
Weirdly, that's the only time that miserable bitch wanted to touch it. She was, will this cause you pain? No, this was right after I had broken up with her, we had broken
Damn,
up,
opportunity
been broken
missed.
up with. It really was. It was one of those things where it's like, man, you should just get drunk and call her later tonight.
Let's do a
We're
3
doing
a.m.
anal.
poison ivy call.
It was, but it really, that was one of those terrible moments. And I had to go get, the only thing that fixes me is a steroid shot,
Right.
or steroids. I went and had, and it hurts. It's not a good, it's like a thick,
Don't it burn a little bit?
It's
or
a big
something
old
like that?
needle. It burns your
Yeah.
blood when it goes in.
it's like someone stuck a boba tea straw, and then and it's like chocolate syrup, like thick,
Yeah.
and they have to give it to you. And I'm not good with needles or none of that
Me
stuff.
neither. That's what I'm
Really?
saying.
So so I had to deal with that. And that girl came in. I wrote about this in the book. She came in and she was so cute, and she led with that. I'm so good at this. No one ever complains about my. And the minute someone
Jesus.
starts doing that's like you bragging about your cooking. This is gonna suck. It's gonna be over.
Yeah, other people are supposed to brag
dry.
about your ability.
Yes, yes. Bro, this girl it was the most painful. It's like she had stabbed me with a pencil. And then I had to ride home on my motorcycle. I had poison ivy. My ass was sore, and I'm bouncing like that whole day. That whole day was miserable. So that's why that's the last time I had it.
Yeah.
And now I got whatever this is again, and I've been taking I did 5 days of, is it prednisone?
Mhm.
Is that's
He might- he
it's
gonna
an oral
know.
steroid?
Yeah.
I
He
think.
would know.
Yeah.
So I did a
that's
5-day
cool.
session of that, and as soon as I got off of it, this shit is right back
Right.
to just being annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, at least now you can't get it anywhere else.
It's not gonna spread.
Yeah. No, it's
No, it's
once
the-
we're at this point, once you're like 7 days out, it's not
Yeah.
gonna spread anymore.
Yeah, but
I watched because I used to get it all the time. Because I did maintenance and stuff on old apartments and everything. And I watched this guy who's like, anytime you do anything like that, he was like a dude that like explored all over America. He said, take Dawn dishwashing liquid and
The stuff
just
that cleans the
scrub,
ducts?
yeah, and just scrub the shit out of your hands and everything that was exposed. And it'll take it because it cuts through grease. Basically, it'll take that
And that's an
urushiol,
oil.
that oil off of you and get it off of your system, and to
Ah.
clean your tools in it and stuff.
Damn.
I forget because I got it
It's
all
right
over
in
me.
the commercial.
I got it all over me last week. You know, me and Chicken set my yard on fire. I think I got it in my mouth. It was all over my lips and shit.
Wait a minute, you gargled some Dawn?
Wash your mouth out with soap.
That's a
I
whole.
washed my lips off with Dawn dishwashing
Yeah.
liquid with a nail cleaner brush.
Yeah. With a nail cleaner.
I look like Eddie Murphy next day. Just,
Holy shit. Have you been raging?
Nah, so
The roid rage.
So I had almost zero, and I don't know if this is past just
Rage?
tolerance
Oh,
use,
no.
or current rate. Man, I'm always angry. There's no,
I thought he was gonna say past life revenge.
Oh,
no, I just mean anytime any of these things that people say affect their emotional state during the day, right? Where they're like, I took an oral steroid, or even kratom, or some of these other.
Yours was that man. It got you at night.
Oh, the Chantix.
Shit.
When I,
No,
but all
Chantix
that
gets
stuff,
everybody.
But no, it's I don't have any of the
like side effect or whatever that
the
is.
emotional.
you don't get that?
My day didn't change a whip
Oh,
from
bro.
5 days of steroids, and I went through. They might have been calmer days.
I threw a
Bro,
2x4 at a plumber one time because of fucking prednisone, bro.
What? But here's the. Hold up, Hacksaw Jim. This is.
Like a 12-foot long 2x4, like
Yeah.
hooked it off a truck at this dude.
But now, what were you taking it for? Were you taking it and working out?
No, I was on it. I was on it. I work out with that steroid.
Yeah, but this is Jerry then.
No, this was not working. This is when I worked construction every day.
It
But,
is working.
Did you mix
but
it with
it was after I
cocaine?
tore my back up, and I
tore
was
your back
taking
up?
it for my. I had a
Okay, so
back
that's why I
injury.
asked. Because I think when I take it for this, when I took it for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the lessening of the itch and the pain
Mm-hmm.
was so satisfying that there was no rage in my
Yeah,
soul.
yeah,
You were so
Like,
relieved.
oh,
yeah.
Bro, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Do whatever.
It just didn't really help with it. It wasn't my back. It was they were prescribing it to me for Crohn's disease, inflammation.
Ah.
But it wasn't helping, and so I was probably, but I could feel it when it kicked in. I'd take it in the morning, and come about lunchtime, I just was fucking my fuse just, it just.
Yeah.
They would just chip away at it. These idiots that worked for me just.
Okay, hang on.
That's interesting.
Fuck your health. What happened with the 2x4?
Yeah.
You can't just go. I threw a 2x4 and just do it. Be like,
So this
yeah, but
guy-
it's my inflammation.
Me and-
I don't give a
me,
fuck.
and, me and this guy had worked together a bunch, but he was being especially mouthy that day, and he had screwed something up the day before. It cost me like $100 on a job, and it's not a big deal on a job site, $100, but I was irritated, and I was bringing it up, and he said something like "F you and your $100," and I was unloading wood off the trailer. I said, "All right, bud," and I hucked this 12-foot 2x4 at him. And I'm glad I missed him because that'd have been a hell of a lawsuit, you know.
Lot more than $100.
$100,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
And everybody got in between us and everything. And then there was a bunch of, boy, as soon as we leave the job site, we're going. And I was like, all right, bro, let's. I probably got it coming. But he changed his tune by the end of the day,
Yeah, I bet he fucking did. Looking down at that 2x4 next one, that should have been my head.
Frame your POV like flying wood.
Yeah, and my right-hand guy that worked for me all the time, he knew what was happening. So he was like, you need.
Yeah,
Go
not
clock
hand it-
out, go eat some lunch, go do something, get the hell out of here, come back in an hour.
Right.
I was like, all right.
We only think of roid rage with athletes,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
but it don't dawn on you like Just
It
some
can all
walking around
affect
all
you.
day, every
some little
day.
bitch with asthma. Just
Yeah,
like
just-
trying to take your fucking head off.
ACL surgery.
Yeah.
Got you shot.
Got you fucking acting crazy up in here.
There's not a lot of.
I think a hamstring gets somebody jacked up. Probably. That's a lot of pain.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. Hamstring, but damn, I didn't know you was out there like that, Jerry.
Oh, well,
Throwing wood and
construction's
shit.
like that though, or
Yeah.
it was. It's not anymore. Now these
Oh,
kids.
what's it like now? I want to know.
Oh, these little fucking broccoli-headed entitled nightmares coming out of these trade schools with their whole Milwaukee truck and all their Milwaukee tools and sucking each other's dick over what tool brand they're carrying. It's
You
fucking
think you never
terrible
see this
now.
shit? Back in my day, construction? That's hilarious to me.
Back then, man, we were working. Half of us working for $80 a
Listen.
day. You got hurt, you taped it up. You
Back
kept
in my
working.
day, we were all Mexicans.
yeah, that was the standard, you know. And now the standard is, Tanner.
You got rolling and you sounded like the dude with the big beard on Blazing Saddles.
Oh,
The
shit.
frontier gibberish. I don't get no fucking Milwaukee.
New drills, Makitas, Makitamos, Makitama.
I'm just saying the trades ain't what they used to be. You know?
All the people more innovative now.
The tool makers are more innovative.
Okay.
The guys utilizing the tools are not. They're just doing whatever somebody taught them to do.
So you had to figure it out.
Yeah, well, we
somebody
didn't have
showed
all
you,
these
right?
custom tools that did every job for us.
You had
either.
4 tools, right?
You had a
screwdriver,
sawzall, a
hammer.
skillzall, a hammer, and a screwdriver. And good luck, bro.
That's it.
Yeah, and whatever you could make out of wood to help you.
All right, well, hang on. So what's wrong with people having easier, faster ways?
There's
of
nothing
doing
wrong
it?
with that, but there is something wrong with not building a good skill set before you go to that. You know,
that's strong,
you don't go
yeah.
out and buy a Kawasaki 1000cc Ninja the first day you're going to learn how to ride a motorbike, right?
That's
You
also
start out
true.
on a
Little
Shadow
250,
or
yeah.
whatever, or
Right.
Rebel, whatever.
right.
But you don't go out there with a big. You don't buy a 1100. See a big old Harley or something and jump out there like, oh, I'm gonna learn how to ride a motorcycle.
Some people live their whole lives
I mean,
like that.
some people do that, but it's not smart.
No,
And those people also get a 2x4 truck. That
Yes, they do.
This is the evolution of work, though, right?
Uh-huh.
Every generation, because I think
Absolutely.
It's all and it's
pimps are
supposed
the
to.
same way.
Yeah.
Huh?
We didn't have Instagram in my day. You had to
Absolutely.
push your bitch on the
Take
track
a hoe down
and
in the
hope.
corner like a.
And I don't begrudge people making money easier. I really
Okay.
don't. I'm all for technology, but just don't come out there and whip your dick out in a damn work meeting because you bought a truck full of Milwaukee tools. That'll make you good at what your job is.
Right.
Hey,
I see what you mean.
This is
It's like you were talking about. Other people should be bragging about your abilities, not you, bro.
This is.
If everybody comes to me and goes, "Oh, Terry's best drywall around," I'm gonna hire Terry. But if Terry comes to me and goes, "I'm the best drywall around," Terry, get the fuck out of my truck.
Damn. Now that's something I ain't met. I ain't never met a cocky handyman.
Oh, there's a lot
Because
of
that shit will, I feel like, no, I'm just saying, like, very, like, arrogant or I'm good at. Never. Because I feel like the job could, it stand a chance of whooping your ass.
I feel like every day
Like,
you
it'll
can
humble
face
you.
something that you don't know how to solve.
Wait, say
Every
that
day-
again.
Every day you could face something you don't know how to solve.
Oh,
And
okay,
then-
yeah.
Dude, I have built houses from the ground up, poured the foundation, built every single piece in the house. I've done everything that's good, and I'm good at a great deal of it. I spent 2.5 hours trying to hang one kitchen blind yesterday. I was cussing myself the whole time. You fucking moron. What are you doing, bro? Yeah, it was just
don't
ran
know.
into everything I touched fell apart and was a problem. And I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And my son loves it when I rage because he thinks it's funny. So now I'm trying not to do that
So you
and
don't
trying
go
not to
2x4
model
and
that.
stuff?
Is he bringing you breakfast in the morning with
So
extra
now,
prednisone?
so now the 11-year-old's coming in the kitchen going, "Why'd you say shit, Daddy? Are you getting mad?" Are you like, "No, I'm fine, bro. It's cool." Or you don't want to rage, Daddy?
I think you
He's
should-
trying to bait me into it.
I think
Dude,
you
that's
should do a
funny.
deep dive on whether or not your kid's running a My Daddy Rages YouTube channel. I
Dude,
think there's
it's
a
like
high
when we were
chance you being
kids.
secretly taped with this new technology that makes it so much simpler to tell a story. They won't go learn the way their daddy did. They won't tell a story the old school way. They're just taking this newfangled camera technology and just taping shit without
He's
even
gonna
doing
tape
any of the
somebody
goddamn
else.
work. When I was a fucking youngster, we only had an old school video camera you put on your chest like this, a microphone you had to hold like a fucking candy cane, and then then you had to learn all the words you goddamn. These kids just coming in the kitchen taping me screaming at motherfuckers. Fuck you.
Used to have a cameraman.
Fuck you in these blinds.
But I was having to keep it in check the whole time. I was just hot.
Right, yeah.
That's no fun, dude. I'm on Team Kid. Nobody ever sold a Bruce Banner action figure. You know what I mean? Nobody wanted to see that motherfucker. Nobody wanted to see that motherfucker.
Right.
Turn,
Right.
bitch.
Right.
Turn.
I agree.
Smash some shit.
Damn,
Be
that
this
fucking
boring
crazy.
motherfucker with glasses. Math and science.
Somebody tell me.
Slap him.
Somebody tell me what Bill Bixby looks like. You
That's
can't do it.
fucking
You
true.
can all
Damn,
draw Lou Ferrigno with your eyes
funny.
shut.
Put some prednisone in that motherfucker and let's
That's
go.
Why don't you
Boy.
take your blinds and that refrigerator, put them through the window?
Yeah.
That's so true, G.
You know what? Your son is going through your house loosening screws.
I believe it. I believe it, bro.
Yes. Come on. Let's make this bitch squeak for a second.
He's turned it into a spectator event, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, you are for sure on YouTube in ways you
Right.
don't know.
Bad, Jerry.
Hey, man, pay a bill. That's all I ask.
He's,
Catch a light bill or something this month, baby. You know?
he's sitting in the front room playing video games. He goes, God damn it, son of a bitch.
He
Boom,
stops
pause.
and runs in there.
Yeah, damn right.
Wow.
Are you going to rage, Daddy?
Yeah.
Are you gonna-
You are for
Yeah,
sure
you
a
get
zoo.
videotape. Don't no boy just want to sit and watch that.
Well, we need to collaborate. We can make some money. My fans will probably like it, too.
Really, what he needs to do in this generation is teach a class on how to love when your father rages. Most of these kids just dealing with it
Terrible.
on the regular. They just gotta go hide in the room in the corner like a regular kid. Yours has embraced it.
He thinks it's the funniest
That's
shit in
beautiful.
the world, man. Yeah.
It is the best. I like when my daddy called me now. When he finna go off about something, that's the best shit ever. Just to hear him snap on.
I was
other
like that with my
preachers and shit.
papa. I used to like to listen to my papa lose his shit about something. When he got really so fired up he could barely talk.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
the
I
best
was,
shit.
I was, I was,
because you didn't know what was going to come out of his mouth.
Right.
I'm too triggered. Too many people
Have yelled and
wind up and snap and ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the car goes off the cliff more times than it doesn't.
Yeah.
is that where you got it from?
It's
Of course.
Just watching too many people wind up and snap. Is that why when we're in a bar and some dude?
I don't
nudges
give a
your
fuck
back
if you're on
and
a
they
phone
go,
call. You don't get in front of me. You don't
It's 100%. I think where it comes from, and it's why I got to work on it.
Right, right.
I work
It's
on
in
it
there.
every
It's
day.
deep in there.
Every day.
There's still, is
Deep
there
in there.
still a cup full of ammunition pennies in your car?
Oh,
well, you
fuck.
got to
Never
work on
again.
you got to work on it now because there's so many damn cameras everywhere you go.
Bro.
Everybody's carrying a camera. There's cameras posted everywhere.
You used to be able to slap somebody
Just once.
and just leave.
Yeah. You can't do that no
you
more.
Can't do it
I thought about
On
that when I
ring
was getting in
camera.
that when I was getting tense on that airplane, and then
Uh-huh.
somebody like looked at me, and I was like,
Camera.
You know,
And then I get a message on YouTube. Hey, I saw you on the plane last night. I wasn't sure if it was you. I was like, I bet if I'd lost my shit on that dick bag beside me, you'd
You're
have
like,
figured out it was me. Got that phone out.
how'd this show up on my
Truck
son?
astrologer loses his shit on the plane.
Posted by your son.
Daddy rages on the airplane on Continental Flight 1714.
That's an interesting angle. I'm trying to figure out who taped this. Looks like they were sitting right next to me. They must have shot right past you,
Is that
son.
my phone?
They must have.
Because he's so smart. He like hacks the TV and hooks his iPad. You'll just be playing Xbox, and all of a sudden it's his iPad screen. You're like, what the shit? And you'll hear him laughing
Jerry,
somewhere.
you are being taped by the refrigerator.
It's probably,
You don't have
it's
a
probably
chance.
this.
You don't have a chance. You are being used.
Encryption's like a
yeah.
second language to him. He's just over here in my phone, probably.
Bro, is that not scary as fuck? Like, me and my daughter's mom, we were talking about that. Like, she's smarter than we are, and like it's basically we're walking the line.
You
of
said that
being
like you
parents.
invented a Terminator.
It's
Dude.
kind of that way.
It's
She
smarter.
built a fucking robot that walked when she was 9. Like, yeah, I kind of did. And
Yeah.
it's one of those. It's like you got to walk the line of
This is
being a
cool.
parent and staying alive.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's-
You gotta mind your P's. He
Right.
one day when we lived in the apartments, he was back in a room just giggling his ass off. And I know if that goes on too long, one of us needs to look in and see what's happening. And that's what he was doing. He was taking his iPad and he was hacking into the neighbor's TV, and we could hear them yelling, trying to figure out what was going on.
I love
and he
that
was
shit.
hacking into their
God
TV
damn,
and playing
that's funny.
Baby Shark.
Yeah, that's so great shit. You know the new shit, right? That people do. Is
You can hear somebody in the next part going, "Who the hell's Biggie?
They
Who the
drop-
hell's Biggie?" Because that's his nickname. And that's what's on all his stuff.
the new shit they do is people drive around with Roku remotes and just turn people's TV off or change because it just
Yeah.
hooks up to any
Yeah.
TV. Long as you close enough within range.
Well, so
You can
when
just do that
see
shit.
this is
you remember universal remotes?
so more than that. Back in
Okay.
the day, you were talking about cameras and stuff now. They're
Mhm.
but technology in general, when it was just still kind of analog-y, right? There were wires and power
And videotapes.
and stuff, right?
You
Physical
could steal the
stuff.
tape
Physical
and
shit.
destroy the tape.
But all the yes, you could if you took the tape, it was just gone.
It just
was,
never
you
happened.
could destroy the tape, it was gone. But I mean, like all the old tech. I used to talk about the old payphones
shit.
that I used to go in and wire and get all the money out of, right? Because you could just cut the wires and then rewire them. All of that tech now is fucking got a camera on it, got some shit
A
attached
digital
to it.
counter, a digital watcher somewhere.
Every last bit of it. We didn't have to deal with a single part of that.
They
in the-
estimate you're on 62 cameras a day in the average
I bet that's low.
in the average day.
I bet
Yeah, I do
that's
too.
low.
I think it is too.
Especially if you're flying or you're going to the airport or you do
Yeah.
shit like that.
that should have make
bro.
you move to the middle of Cambodia.
You used to be able. You used to be able to swipe stuff. I used to go. So garage door openers would just
alright.
be on the inside, and they may still be just a series of dip switches.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So once you knew what the setup was, and it was only some pattern of it, you could just replicate it with any garage. You just pop open a garage door opener, reset it to be any code you wanted it to be.
There's still like
And there were
that kid
only-
stole like $40,000 worth of golf carts in a neighborhood up on
Because the
Lake
keys are
Conroe
universal.
about a year ago.
The keys are universal.
Yeah, you
those
all you need is
garage-
one golf cart key.
Those garage door openers, you could drive because a lot of them would just set the basic code as whatever.
Right.
So you could just drive. We would drive through neighborhoods at 1:30,
You just
2
click
o'clock
the
in the
button.
morning,
Boom.
clicking buttons. And I would have like 9 or 10 different garage door openers.
fucking
And if I saw your door open, we'd just hang out for a little while to make sure you didn't get up to shut
Yeah.
it.
All right.
And if you didn't, I had
I had a
everything in
bike.
your garage. Yeah.
I see, we were less devilish. We were just doing it to wake people up.
No, I was a terrible, I was a
I
terrible
was-
human.
Yeah,
being.
yeah.
I was living in this place. We had a gate at the end of our driveway. Right. My bedroom was right by the driveway, and the gate when it opened, because you had the clicker. When it opened, when it got to a certain point, it. So I'm sitting there watching TV. My fucking gate opens. I'm inside. I'm like, how the fuck is my fucking gate opening? Whatever. So I click close that bitch. It opens again. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then, because my car isn't in the driveway, so I guess this motherfucker think I'm not home.
Right.
He's opening and closing. I look out on the street. The dude is just sitting there with this thing, whatever. He's figured out the dip switches to my fucking gate. I guess he's either A, about to come in now, or B, he's about to, he's casing the joint, so now he knows that the fucking thing is open. And at first I just see a dude sitting in the truck. I'm like, what's this guy doing? And then the gate closes again, and I see it open again, but I see him do this. And I know he's got it. My bedroom is at the back of the house, right? And he's on the side of the house. So I grab a shotgun and go out the front of the house. And he turned around looking at the fucking gate, and when he looks back up, there's just a brother with a shotgun going, I'll take that fucking remote. I'll take that fucking
You
remote.
book a Eli them?
Yeah.
I'll take that fucking remote.
What? I'm like, nah, bro, I know what you're doing. You sitting out here trying to figure out, give me the goddamn remote. And he hands it to me, and I go, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, he'd
Yeah.
be doing that on one
You know
blown
those,
tire.
so it used to be a lot of those gates, like especially on the big nice homes in River Oaks. This is back when I was driving wreckers and doing repo and shit. Then big nice homes in River Oaks have a gate you drive in, then a gate exit
Yeah,
gate,
yeah.
and you pull up to it, opens. Well, it's usually magnetic. So we would like rip down a handicap parking sign somewhere and carry it in the truck. Then you walk over the grate, throw it under the gate, and the gate would open. Then you drive up in there and get your car.
Oh man.
It's not breaking and entering because you didn't tear nothing up. You open it.
Wow.
And now, like all those gates now, like apartments and all that stuff now have RFID tags,
Yeah.
right? Well, they make a little. I watched a whole TikTok about it on STEM. about this little thing you can buy off TikTok shops right now
it's dirt
that
cheap, like 30 bucks.
search and programs RFID tags.
Yeah.
And you just
can
pull
just
up
open
basically
any
any place
tag.
that's closed with an RFID tag. Like our old apartment, everything, the pool, all that was RFID tag. You could
Picks
dial
up.
it in, go have yourself a nice day at the pool, whatever, you know.
Fucking Milwaukee Tools.
Wow.
Milwaukee.
All over
Guys,
TikTok.
Y'all on some wild shit. The only thing I ever did, I mean, I physically stole shit, but the only thing that we did that was a little connish was when you would go get like a Fruitopia or some shit like that. You go get a drink. They had this little metal strip or whatever the strip was in the front. And then the machine would be making the noise. Like, zun, zun, it would do that. So you would time it out, and when it would do that noise, you would hit this again, and it would dispense 2 of them instead of 1.
Ah.
So that was the most there. And then we was doing that in high school. They had a machine that was like that. All my we showed everybody. Man, I'm not gonna. White people ruin everything, bro. Cause when we was doing it fine. As soon as we let other teammates know that was white, they fucked it up.
They started doing it and selling the Fruitopias in the lunch.
Diet Coke gone. They like, all right, something up. If the Diet Coke is gone out this bitch, like it was like this shit that would never, shit that's always full.
It's
gone now.
with those things you got to do a little bit at a time. It's when somebody gets
Yep.
greedy. Everything we had.
That shit was insane.
I had a quarter on a string.
So I was about to say,
Yeah.
And, boy, you could go to the swimming pool,
We have
get
a-
your free
we-
soda pop all day long.
We had a
candy bar.
Filipino kid who could do that.
the
How do you do that?
Well, you can't do it with the machines now,
can't do
but
it
the
now,
old
but-
machines you could stick the quarter in and pull it back out with the string,
What-
and then just keep double dipping
What
it
you
every
listen for?
It used to just be a little like when the quarter hit it, there was like a little thing, like a
mechanical
tumbler.
lever. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you would hear it go, "Tick it,
tick
tick it," and the money would go up on the machine, and you'd go tick it, 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 till you had enough money for you and your friends.
And
to
this
get
was,
drinks.
this was designed in the 1800s or whatever. So
Yeah, I
it's
know what you
the
mean.
quarters. They just like, we made a thing that you drop the quarter, it falls, it hits it. Nobody can reach that. Well, of course, someone
I
puts
got
it
you.
straight
and
up.
it knew the weight of the quarter, and it knew the size of a quarter,
Which
so
is
you-
why you would have a slug, which was a fake, the same weight.
Yeah,
and
for a
same
while
size.
you
That's
could
what a
use
slug
a
was.
number 17 washer back
So
in
that
the
was
day,
right.
in the old
Washers
machines.
worked.
What I figured out how to do in the 90s at the radio station I was working at, they had a vending machine that I couldn't afford. I was making $4.25 an hour. I worked there 4 hours a week. That's how much I made.
Unplug
So-
it, plug it back in.
No.
That one used to work.
It took dollars. And I took $1 and I took that cellophane, like clear packing tape.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you could run it from the like an inch of it on the edge, and then that clear tape, and then you would double it up so it didn't have a sticky side anymore. You just had a clear leash. You could run the dollar in the same way you did the
And then
quarter.
pull it back out.
It would read it, and then you would pull it back out.
That's what
Read
I'm
it,
asking.
roll
it.
When I'm asking about the thing, so there is some type of sensor that
Mhm.
that lets
Yeah.
it know, like, hey,
Yeah.
a
And
quarter.
that's what you got to figure out. What is the sensor?
What is the
right?
sensor, yeah.
With that, it was a mechanical trip, so you had to trip it mechanically. With this, it's scanning it in the 90s. So you're
Yeah.
just trying to figure out what the tech is and then beating it.
And then for a long time, I found this out on accident when I was like 19. It was when Amazon was first really kind of coming about, and you could start to buy some stuff. And I found some website. I guess I was maybe in my 20s, but I found some website that would sell you vendor keys for
Oh.
working on machines.
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
that fit all the different machines, and
Yep.
they were like $50. So me and my friends saved up robbing vending machines.
Yep.
It bought a set of these keys, and we were robbed every. But
There was
probably
a wild
we
west-
screwed it up because we got too. We robbed every machine within 2 square miles of our house. Like all the cash every day gone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
They
White
figured it
people.
out. They took a bunch of the machines away and they put locks on them and
No,
stuff, extra lock padlocks and shit. We come up one day, Coke machine's got like a big piece of steel on it. Them rednecks got wise. They were like, I got you, boy.
It's just weird when you see the little changes. My girl, the crazy girlfriend.
It's
at
all
the
our
time,
fault.
When she attacked, when she had the incident at the Jack in the Box, that was the reason that Jack in the Boxes started putting those secure doors. They had never done it before.
Do
This
you
was
ever
like
wonder
the-
how many warning labels you're responsible for?
Oh,
I
many.
think about that a lot.
Several many. Yeah.
I caused several safety
many,
problems
That's
at-
what I said.
Yeah.
Several many.
I caused several safety problems at work in my 20s that there became policies about. You know what I mean?
I believe that.
I'm ready for work. I thought we were still talking about thievery.
Yeah, I'm like, I may have been responsible for a sign at the public swimming
Exactly.
pool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't.
There were no. The grocery store I worked at I knew where every camera was. You could see them
Yeah.
all from the manager's station,
Oh,
right?
that's when I worked at AutoZone, bro.
And I would know. I knew where everyone was, and I knew all you had to do was go stack 2 boxes of paper towels on this one shelf, and the whole warehouse was blocked off.
Yeah.
I had this place metal geared out.
Right.
I could do anything.
I guarantee you AutoZone got shrink policies about me.
Yeah. Oh, Best
Because
Buy does for sure.
everybody in my high school auto class knew I was a guy for cheap parts.
Yeah.
I was
You
running,
could get any CD
I was
you
running
wanted for
AutoZone
$7.
and JW Zone
Yeah.
out the back door.
Any CD you wanted for $7 2 days before it came out.
That alternator's 80. How about 20? How's that feel?
But that was bad. It was just a different. Now everything is captured, and I'm not saying that that's you shouldn't steal. But
I met a dude not too long ago that he had like a really nice truck and nice home and stuff, and so I was a little curious about what he did. He's the shrink loss consultant over like 3 different regions of Walmart stores.
does he get bonuses for how much?
And
he
this
saves
dude's
them?
basically like McAfee. He's so smart. And he was telling me all the scams, all the stuff that they watch for it. I'm like, and y'all still get robbed blind.
So-
like, how do you watch for all this stuff? And
What
you
are
still
the-
get He goes, every time we learn a new thing they're doing, they learn a new thing.
Exactly.
So what are the? I remember the old school when at the grocery store, people used to steal meat, and it would be large women in dresses
Yeah.
that would just shove it up underneath,
Or small women in big dresses.
or what?
Yeah.
I know,
For
stealing
fake
meat.
pregnant bellies.
No, but
Yeah.
I don't.
But
that
now
is-
there's all kind of receipt
I'm only
scams.
picturing like Hurricane Katrina. Like that's the only thing I'm picturing.
Yeah.
I'm not imagining anybody just stealing meat during the week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's,
But, yeah,
bro,
that's a big
grocery
thing.
stores
Yeah.
get hit hard.
So
man.
cigarettes and meat were the two.
Meat
Look
and
at
cigarettes.
HEB. When you go to the meat aisle, how many people are there that work for HEB? You got the butcher, you got the
Oh, yeah.
tortilla lady, you got like 5 people with their eyes on you and
4
6
of them
cameras.
undercover
To
HEB
make sure
security
you ain't
guards.
stealing
And
meat.
6 cameras.
That's not a real abuela.
That's
You could go in HEB at midnight and nobody's gonna be on the soup aisle. But you ain't gonna screw around on the meat aisle.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you just say like that many people steal stuff. There's an entire YouTube channel with like millions of subscribers
Dedicated.
called Gas Station Encounters.
Okay.
This dude owns a gas station, and he catches
Oh, yeah.
people stealing shit, and he narrates them coming through the store or whatever, and then he catches them in the parking lot and fucking cusses them out with his fucking iPhone, and he's posted 2 videos a week
Yeah.
of people
Yeah.
just walking in, and like some of these people, they have money, they just, hey man, let me get $20 of gas, but they're gonna steal.
But I also want to
stickers.
steal this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just people just jack.
What are the clever? So I mean, I was a thuggish kid, right? Like I'm.
The simple ones
bet-
work the best. The walk in, grab a TV, walk out, walk back in, return it. That's the one they were killing Walmart with for years,
Right?
man.
Because Walmart doesn't ask for a receipt or return.
Yeah, and they started cutting down employees when they went to all the automatic checkouts and everything, and so they just don't. And what, you got some octogenarian greeter? He's paying attention.
I don't even know that you got to walk
You
out.
know,
Do you
like-
even have to walk out with it? Can't you just go straight to the return?
I
desk
mean,
from electronics?
that would be the ballingest shit ever. Like, if you walked into Walmart, grabbed a 60-inch TV, put it in one of their carts, and went over to returns,
Better than that.
and I'm sure somebody's done it.
Better than that. Had
Hang
someone from electronics help you bring it.
Yeah,
That would be the.
I'm sure somebody's done it. I'm
If
sure
you're
somebody's
listening to
done
this
it.
podcast and you pull that off,
Do not
you
do
owe us 20%.
Dial the drunk line.
Do not do this.
No, you should.
But I
definitely-
feel like there's really nothing in between you in that.
But they
That's-
got that stuff in L.A. now where I guess the cops aren't responding to, like.
So anything under $1,000 is a
So these dudes are
misdemeanor
just
theft.
running into stores, snatching shit, laughing at the owner, and walking out.
Yep.
All right, bro, you ain't been to Koreatown.
Well, no, dude. Stockton, California.
Those owners got AK-47s.
Stockton, California.
Stockton.
These 2 Indian dudes. This black dude walked in there, took their trash can on wheels, and went behind the counter and was just taking cigarettes.
Yeah, I
and
saw that.
fucking miles
He come out with that bat.
No, it's a broom handle.
that's what it was,
This
yeah.
fucking Indian dude came with a broom handle, and the guy on the camera was like, "Yeah, there's nothing you can do, man. The cops are gonna come. They're not gonna do nothing, whatever." And then this one dude just grabs him and puts him on the ground, and dude with the turban and everything comes in. He wails on this dude with his broom
Wears
handle
him.
for like 90 seconds
That's when the,
straight.
yeah, that's when
motherfucker.
Beats on him
Yeah.
like he owes him money,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Like
Seek
it's-
and destroy.
Yeah,
Dude, it looked like the handle's going up over the head. It looked like he was playing Donkey Kong, just pop, pop, and the dude is screaming, stop, 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 and the louder he screams, the more this dude swings.
Right.
I think it only ended because he got tired.
Do you remember the dude in Houston a couple years ago, maybe during the pandemic? The guy at the gas station down here downtown at that little Exxon or whatever. It don't matter. Anyway, he was like an MMA fighter that worked. He's training and working at the Exxon, and some dude, I think the guy did something to a girl or something in the parking lot, was being out of hand. And bro, MMA come out there, yanked him right out of his car, put an ass whooping on him.
Put an ass whooping on him.
Yeah, it was beautiful. There's a great
Bro,
video of it.
There's so many videos of that. There was a guy who fought in the UFC. Like he was like a main inventor. His name was Roger Huerta. And Roger Huerta was like pretty boy. It looked like a male model or whatever. He was out on 6th Street in Austin, and it ended up on fucking somebody recorded or whatever. Dude did some shit with a chick, and Roger went to go break it up. And then that dude went off on Roger, got dealt with quick, and he had friends and shit. And you just see Roger Huerta running up and down the street, just knocking dudes out like one by one.
That's the video I saw.
Yeah, just running up and down the street, and dudes just keep running up to him. Blop! It's just like, who's next? just
I am differently wired than that. If I see that happen to my buddy, I'm like, well, that was a bad idea. I guess I'm just going to sit here. It looks like it's a good time for me to eat a bowl of mind my own fucking business.
That's one of those, hey, I'm just coming in to pick up his body. Like,
yeah.
we good.
I'm going to get him some stitches. He's going to think about what he did tomorrow. We're going to have a good talk about it. You have a good day, Mr. MMA.
I don't know that
you
we
enjoy
wanna-
your
I'm-
prednisone.
You gonna see my hand come out of bush? I'm gonna get you with one finger.
like
Just-
the
Like
old
Homer
vaudeville
Simpson
hook.
meme?
yeah,
The Homer Simpson meme
Yeah,
just
like-
disappear with your
Yeah,
buddy.
in the bushes.
Well, my uncle's
I'm gonna
best
get you like
friend-
you did bad at the Apollo. That's how-
My uncle was old beer drinking, gambling, Nashville musician, all that good stuff, just roundabout, And his best friend was an ex-Golden Gloves boxer from the Navy named Joe Anderson or something like that. Anyways, Joe had a bad habit of cold cocking people and they didn't see it coming, sucker punching them. And he was known for this. So he getting some shit, he'd sucker punch a dude, walk off, leave, and he could put you down. So one night, I'll never forget, we were at the bar, all three of us. This dude's been mad at Joe Sanderson. Come in the bar, Joe Sanderson sitting on the bar stool. Dude comes up behind him, rattlesnakes him right in the temple, just like a bag of wet concrete on the ground. Dude, and my uncle just picked up his drink and went, well, he'll get up when he gets up.
Bro, yeah, if you had it coming.
It was like
I
the music started playing, everybody laughed, and they just left old Joe on the floor until he came to his
I've
senses.
seen a similar thing. I told you this story because the camera thing made me think of that. Like a bunch of my Uncle Jerry Lee stories, the good story.
Oh, you got an Uncle Jerry Lee?
Yeah.
That's some good stories,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. So,
Ain't nobody normal ever been given that name.
right, exactly. But all his like the wildest stories that they talk about was this is all pre fucking bunch of cameras everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember when I first started driving. This is like a similar story to what happened to you. First started driving. He asked me to go and pick him up and take him out to some place he was gonna go drink at, like somewhere, just some shack of a place. So we get there. I'm 16. I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to get into this place or whatever. He was like, just follow me. It's fine. I get in there. My uncle knock on the door, whatever. They go to open it up. He looks and he was like, "Who's this?" Like, "This is my designated driver." And the guy looks at me, looks whatever, and then we go in. And then when I go in, I swear to y'all, it's like Uncle Nephew Day. It's like all these people like around my age and with their uncle, yeah.
That was my job, too,
That
when
was
I
your
first
job?
started
Okay,
driving.
So we get in
I think
there.
that's how I learned to drive.
Yeah. So we in there, man, and there's like a dude that's like doing. I thought it was a cop, but now I look back, it was like just a security guy that's like trying to keep shit like kind of regulated in there. And he's kind of being a dick. Like he's fucking with people about volume and all this kind of shit. And there's a dude sitting to the right, big ass dude named No. And I'll just say how he got the name.
Now, you thought Jerry Lee was bad.
Yeah, this dude name was No. This is how he got the name, Jerry. He was
I can guess.
He was a vigilante rapist. So, like, I swear
That's
to God.
exactly what
You're going to have to explain the details of that job.
Wait, those words don't
If you
really.
if you in the neighborhood,
He was raping the
Let's say-
vigilantes?
he was raping the rapists. So like if let's say let's say
I ain't even
something
mad
happened
at
to
that.
somebody in the
I ain't even
family,
mad at that.
and they go, hey man, such and such, blah blah blah.
He's an eye for
they
an eye,
tell him
motherfucker.
when they would open the door up, he'd be standing there big as fuck,
And they
the
go,
people would go
"No,
no,
no."
and that's how he got the nickname. So he's sitting at the bar. I swear to God, so he's sitting at the bar. just like getting revved up.
This deserves the moment you want to give it.
I'm telling you, there's not that much distance between the hood and the holler.
Oh hell
We're
no!
the
my
same
G.
people.
That's why we hate each other so much. So.
God, it's the same
Same
people.
shit. So he's sitting there at the end of the bar. He's getting amped up. He's getting revved up. Not revved up, but he's just getting frustrated. You can see. And man, he was just sitting there, and he's sitting there, and the guy went and unplugged the music box. I don't know what the fuck that guy was on, but he unplugged the music. So it gets weird. You know, now it's kind of
Nothing will change the atmosphere like the music.
the music shut off, and everybody's like,
Don't nobody want to get raped to a soundtrack.
everybody's chatting.
No. Change the song. No. Drake, please.
Yeah, please. I don't.
It's a little more romantic.
So
I'll open up. I
Yeah.
swear.
so I swear I'll open.
Get Boyz II Men, I'll make love to you.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
End of
No,
the road.
you
Nothing.
I swear.
So-
We've come.
There you go.
You're just gonna play whole. Okay.
So he's getting whatever. So when the guy unplugs the music box, it's just a bunch of chatter in the bar or whatever. And then as everybody's chattering, he looks at the person. He's sitting at the bar. He goes, "Yo, let me get that wine right there." And he orders a wine, whatever. Pops the cork on it. Takes a drink out of it, walks over, and hits
Whack.
this dude in the back of the fucking. And I had never seen it before. That shit really explode. Like two things. The
If
shit,
you're lucky.
it exploded,
Yeah.
and that dude was fucking out. Like that was the first time I seen
That's a
somebody.
hard hit.
It
Out.
seems like the best case scenario is it explodes.
It exploded.
Yeah,
no, that's
exactly.
what everybody
That's
said.
I got
Christen
hit-
me
I got
like
hit.
a brand new ship. I don't want a thud.
I got hit with a square tequila bottle one night, and that did not break. Busted
So,
my
Derek,
head wide open.
When he hits him and it explodes, I'm sitting there. It's like a commotion. Everybody's leaving and shit. And I look over at my Uncle Jay. I go, "Man, what was that?" He go, "Motherfucking justice." And then he took a shot.
We had the same moment.
That's what I said.
He gonna
Everybody
get up
the
when he
same-
gets up.
He gonna get up when he gets up.
You ever see a Galliano bottle?
Okay. Oh yeah.
Looks like a fucking old school baseball bat.
Yeah.
I cracked a dude across the head with one of those and it didn't break. And
Allegedly.
bro, I was so mad at this motherfucker.
This is virtual
like,
reality, y'all.
Allegedly, y'all. We're doing this on meta right now.
It was a zombie.
Well, you know the bars how like they have their shelf and then
Mm-hmm.
they have the shelf up here so like the bartender can be sitting in front of you and pull it up. The
Oh,
Galliano
okay.
bottle was sitting right above me at the bar, and the motherfucker he had it coming.
Okay.
But I just reached up there and I swiped it, and as soon as that motherfucker turned, I hit him with it and it didn't break, and I felt bad.
Those bottles look like those medieval maces.
Yeah.
Like,
It had
they-
the little
oh,
ball there.
fuck.
Yeah.
They got
And it
some.
did-
You somebody with
break.
one of those. That
It-
now it's registered to me.
and
It's like a
it didn't
little
break,
glass
and I was
seal
so bad.
slugger.
Yeah.
It was like I was like,
Nah,
man, I
what'd he
should have
do?
done it. If it had shattered, I'd have been like, fuck yeah, that's what you get.
Sam.
But when I heard the bonk, I was like, oh,
I gotta run.
You have to
Gotta
question that.
run.
Is- What did he do to deserve
What'd
that?
he do?
put his hands where they should
I
have
was on
been.
prednisone. I was
Oh,
at the
you?
bar.
No,
Okay, all right. I'm just saying. All
on her.
right, fine.
And here's the thing. Look,
What is this? What Uncle Jerry Lee would say? Well, what did the bitch do?
Same thing Uncle Bobby would have said.
I think it was okay.
Uncle Bobby would have said, "What'd that heifer do?"
the motherfucker was like, no, okay. He came up, he was talking to my girl, but he was big as
He was a
fuck.
big ass
and
guy.
then I was like, hey, bro, she with me,
with
blah,
me.
blah, blah. And then he just went and wrapped his arm around his hand full of ass cheek, looking dead at me while he does it. Because he's big as fuck. I can't take him.
Got
You
you.
know what I mean?
Understand.
And he knows it. And he's just doing that schoolyard bully flex shit.
Right.
So she's sitting there looking at me like, do something. And I'm like, just get over here away from the motherfucker. And then he gonna sit into the bar laughing about it. And I'm like, get your laughs in, get your laughs in.
I'm coming.
And as soon as that motherfucker turned, I just, I'm like, I can't take you straight up. But this Galliano bottle,
Give me a little
levels
edge.
the fucking
That's what
playing
my
field.
papa used to tell me. He said, "Boy, ain't no such thing as a fair fight. If it ain't fair, get yourself
The
equalized.
second the
Rock,
fight starts, it's
equalizer.
all
That's
dirty,
whatever you
baby.
need."
And I went right behind him, bonk, and I was like, oh shit, like
He was out.
Oh, he's straight down, and then I'm thinking he's not moving, and it didn't break, and I'm like, I should
Ooh,
go.
that sounded like a
because-
felony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't.
That
know.
didn't sound like a misdemeanor.
as big as he was and as much of a dick as he was, you could tell other people in the bar kind of felt bad for the dude. So did I. You know,
Right.
like, and I'm the one who branded you. So I just looked at my girl. I was like, get the car.
Yeah.
And
I
we
told you
left.
what I did to the guy that did that to Rachel, grabbed her ass like that. I just turned around and grabbed him by the dick.
Yeah. Oh,
He's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? I was like,
Who's
oh, I thought we were all
uncomfortable
getting
now?
friendly,
was
bro.
Boys to Men playing when you did it?
Drake. I was grooming him. Get used to this, buddy.
No.
No. Change the song.
Yeah, man. I changed the song.
You ever seen anybody try to do the go in a bar and like just reach over the bar and snag a bottle?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we had that.
Dude, not just that, tip jars too.
Yeah. So we had that big old bartender at the lap stop. Do you remember a Big Rick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Rico.
Uh-huh.
And somebody tried to do that one at the lap stop, and Rico just right when his hand come over. This dude was like huge, man, right? And he's like looking over here, and you just see his big hand go down and engulf that dude's hand on top of that whiskey bottle, and he just started squeezing. And he sees dude's face start to red. He's like, "Let go, man. Come on, man.
No.
And he let him go and bolted out of the bar.
They forget that the bartenders and bar staff and people who are working in places like that whole perimeter between the bar and the customer, right? Like that whole line is just in your peripheral vision the whole time. You never
always
stop.
see
It's
it.
never not on radar.
And first of all, the
That's where all
percentage,
your money is.
the percentage ratio or whatever that you are provocating a professional alcoholic
Right.
behind that bar,
Right.
Oh.
who already hates everything.
Right? Yeah,
Like, you're opening up your.
it's just a poorly thought out thing, and I think it happens.
I've seen female bartenders beat the hell out of people. I don't mess with bartenders.
You can't win.
No, they especially got that Barbade in their back pocket. They'll use that like a butterfly
Well,
knife. You want to
here's-
do all them little tricks on your face?
Here's the other problem with it too, is you will always underestimate the regulars. You don't know who else there. This bartender, that bartender's probably saving their life every day,
Right.
giving them a little numbing alcohol. So you come in and you pop off or try to steal from. You might have 5, 6. They may just be regular people, but at some
5,
point,
6 regular people on you.
people, that's a
Yeah.
lot of people. I don't care if they're
Hey,
accountants or
Rob
not.
Zombie. Rob Zombie was at the St. James, and a little old stripper gal kept telling him not to touch. That's when they went to the no touching, and she kept telling him not to touch her, and he kept touching her, and she kind of walked it off like she didn't care. She did a little dance around the pole, come back and stuck a stiletto right between his fingers through his hand.
Yeah.
They had to get 911 out there to pull the shoe out of his hand, bro.
You were talking about the regulars. Okay, so we're up at Darwin's, right? Thorburn is working. He's managing the place, but he's sitting at the end of the bar playing some sort of Kings of Castles, whatever, on his phone. Something goes wrong behind the bar. He sets it on the bar. He goes back there. He comes out. His phone is gone. And he was like, I set my phone right here, blah, blah, blah. And we're just like, I'm like, dude, I didn't see it. I don't know what fuck, blah, blah, blah. Dude, and this is when you talk about technology and how y'all too many cameras and this shit and the other. They go look at cameras. They see somebody who was sitting over there and whatever. So they go up to the dude and they just like, hey, man, that phone that was on the bar, that ain't yours. I ain't got no phone. So Ryan goes, okay, that's cool. Walks in the back, cuts the jukebox and the music and does the Google Find My Phone, hits it to ring, and this dude's pocket starts ringing. And so Ryan walks right over to, it's Ryan Thorburn. Ryan ain't about to fight nobody.
Right.
So Ryan walks over and was like, yeah, that ringing in your pocket, that is my phone. And, dude, I ain't got no phone. And, Darwin's, the thing is, Darwin's is a cool place to hang out inside. But outside
it's
is that pool table that is always full of shit you don't want in your shit. And so
People you say hi to and nod at when you walk in and do open mic.
and they're there all the time, and they're drinking
Oh,
all the
shit.
time. So Ryan don't call the cops. Ryan don't go to nobody. Ryan goes to the pool table.
Right.
And next thing you know, this dude is on the patio with Darwin's, wedged in a corner, with 6 brothers standing around
For
him
a
going,
solar
"Give me-
eclipse."
Give me your phone. give me your phone and his phone. Yeah, they on some empty your pocket shit. And
Yeah,
Ryan's
bro saw
Ryan-
the only solar eclipse of 2017.
And Ryan's like, I just want my phone back. I was like, nah, dude. You let the pit bull out the cage.
Exactly.
Spoils of war, brother. Spoils
Yeah,
of war.
dude,
You'd be lucky you get your phone back.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a cost for
You
doing
gave
that.
these
Good news, bad
dudes-
news. This
Yeah.
guy doesn't have it anymore.
You gave these dudes an opportunity to do what they've been wanting to do all night, and now you just gonna have to sit back and watch what happens. Cause I don't. I'm on
You
this.
can't release the Kraken and
Yeah,
then
yeah, and then
go mad
put
that
it
the
back.
city's
Hey,
gone.
only eat that ship. No, the Kraken is like I come
Kraken
up.
eats all the
come for all
boats.
the
Yeah, I come up. Anything floating is mine.
All
And
ships rise, all
these
ships sink.
motherfuckers- And the dude was there with his fucking. He
Who
was
said that,
there
Uncle
with his
Jerry Lee?
girl.
No, Uncle Bobby.
He was there with his girl, and they
Uncle
put
Bobby
him
was
out.
at
And she's
boats.
like, "You're supposed to take me out. You out here stealing motherfuckers' phones. I just want you to take me home." So he's going home with no phone, no girl, no wallet. Like,
That's rough when you
Lost
stealing on the
everything.
date.
Yeah.
You on a date stealing.
Well, you know, he's got tomorrow to worry about.
That's true too. I couldn't do that shit. That's pretty scandalous right there.
Yeah, the worst. I remember watching.
Unless we gonna rob together.
watching people's nights fall apart like that. I remember one night leaving the casino, and I had this might have been a gig we did or something, but I'm playing a casino, and it was one of those. I was fresh out of that crazy relationship that had all these casino nightmares, right? Her losing all this money and shit. And I remember walking down the hall trying to go back to my room after this show, and I'm passing this couple, and I could hear them before they even came around the corner, right? And it's just, how we gonna pay Tommy now, motherfucker? And blah, blah. And as they're just passing me, man, it was like years of just, shiver washed off my back. I was like, y'all don't even have money for a ride home.
You've been baptized in the fire, son.
Woo! I knew what all his tomorrows looked like.
Yeah.
It was
I like saying I saw one in a parking lot one time. I was in Palestine, Texas, which is, you know, it's pretty rednecky. A little old liquor dive and go type
West Bank of
place.
the Sabine.
That's not Palestine. Is it?
No, Palestine. That's different. They don't care about shit in Palestine.
Okay.
As long as you white, you're all right. No, that's they were this dude, redneck guy, and his wife were arguing in the parking lot, just and he threw his keys at her, which is dumbest rookie move.
No, you
He
can't.
those his
That's all
keys
you
at
got,
her
bro. That's
to
all
a
you got.
Z71, and she caught him like she planned. Like that Taylor Swift song, Mastermind. Like she knew those keys were going to head her way. She just went like a shortstop, jumped in that truck, and started backing out. And he's bitch, don't you take my truck. Don't you, my daddy gave me that truck. He's hollering at her, chasing her through the parking lot. She's peeling out in reverse. She hits the gas and, you know, DuckTales coming out of the daggone parking lot. And I was pumping my gas, and I heard him holler, bitch, if you touch my PlayStation, I'm going to kill you dead. I was like, bro, you know you didn't
Which
have
is
nothing
also-
else.
Also, rookie mistake number 2.
Yeah.
Never tell her what's important. to
Where do
you.
you think she was headed? She was
first
headed to
thing.
that
Tell her
PlayStation.
She was gonna go to that house and look for things. Now she's gonna go to that house and find the PlayStation.
By the inventory he was working off,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he just owned a truck and a PlayStation.
Yeah, that's and maybe a case of water.
That's a big jump
Like,
in inventory priority.
Maybe half a box of fish sticks.
Yeah, there's a
And
half a
and
case of
handle
Mavericks.
of vodka. I think I can inventory their apartment.
That's
I
what's so
think.
funny
The
about
mattress is for
You
sure on
better
the floor.
don't throw out my McCormick whiskey.
Exactly. That's my grandpa's ancient age.
Yeah.
Old Crow.
Oh, crap.
That's what made me laugh about a lot of them Uncle Jerry Lee stories, because he would do fucked up shit to these women or whatever, but they would always be matching. They'd always have like a matching tracksuit on. So you'd be confused as a kid. You'd be like, oh, they the happy couple.
Yeah.
And then this bitch got blood coming from her shirt. At the end of the night, you like, the fuck happened?
Then all of a sudden she's on the hood of his car while he's driving down the street.
And he's saying wild shit like, I tell you, I'll tell
People,
one more.
man, it's a. I feel so split on that, right? Because
Okay.
I'm also like, if you're in that, you shouldn't be in that. You're
Right.
being abused and damaged and blah blah blah. But damn it, is it takes two people to be in it, and some people that's their happiness.
Yeah.
And you just you
Some
can't
would-
yell
they-
at
Some
somebody.
people
search for that
indulge
shit.
in
They
that.
love
That
that
is
shit.
what they know love to be. That's
Yes.
what they know a familiar, maybe having from their mama, their daddy,
Well, I know,
whoever
I'll
made
tell-
them that way.
I'll tell you exactly what the fuck it is. It is the same idea I've been talking about for a minute. It's these people at some point. I really think this. You get the label of survivor. I went through some shit.
I went through some shit.
Okay? And then that's who you are. I'm the bitch who went through some shit. And the problem with being a survivor is you got to keep surviving to keep wearing the label. You can't be a survivor for some old shit. That's glory days. You got to keep going through it. So if you always got to fight that you're always getting through,
That's right.
then you're a survivor. And those kinds of people are fucking impossible to live around.
Yeah, they
can't do it.
If they
You
want to
can't do
keep
it.
being a survivor,
That's
that's right.
unless you want to be in some shit too. If you in that phase of your life,
Right.
and then go put on your matching tracksuits.
Yeah.
I worked on this one apartment complex one time. There was always drama, you know. But I just remember one day I was getting ready to leave work. I was loading my tools up in the back of my truck, and this beat to shit Mazda comes flying around the corner, and there's a chick on the hood, and she's trying to retch off in the driver's side. And the dude's driving.
Yeah.
And they went flying past me, and she was screaming. He was hollering, and I was like, man, I'm about to get off work. I don't want to get involved. You know what I mean? I'm just going. If I call 911, they're going to want me
This
to
is-
answer some questions.
yeah,
And
it's-
Rachel's making meatloaf. I just, you know.
Yeah.
That is the best episode of What Would You Do ever. John Quinones going, why did you help the bitch on the hood of the car?
I'm not the asshole making a scene. I'm just the guy that quietly gets in my truck and drives
Yeah.
away. Like,
Yeah, that's shiver.
But if the dude driving that car had owed him $100,
Or cost them $100. Yeah.
yeah, it was hard to drive with a 2x4 in the cab.
If they had knocked your mirror off when they turned 10, y'all wait
I've
a
been
minute,
different
man.
story. Get the police out here. I'm about to kill the motherfucker.
Yeah. Give me that PlayStation.
We're the Whiskey Brothers. Trey Tutson, Jerry Wayne Longmire, Sam Damaris. Chicken in the back of house. I'm Slade Ham. April 2nd, my special comes out on YouTube. I forgot
Hell
to say
yeah.
that.
Let's
We got a date.
go. Yes.
Oh,
totally
when's this come out?
This will be out these are all March episodes.
Yeah, but for 8th and 9th?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, March 8th and 9th, I'm at Kennedale Speedway doing meet and greets and broadcasting for the World of Outlaws, and also March 15th and 16th doing meet and greets out at Cotton Bowl Speedway in Page, Texas for the World of Outlaws.
Page,
Rock and roll. And then you and I are going to be up in Tulsa in April and then back to Louisville.
And then on the 28th, I'm doing the interruption at the Improv. And Slade's going to hop on that thing.
That
so.
is
What the hell? I ain't
Yeah,
get no
the-
phone call.
That's going to
I
be fun.
figured you was going to be in Page, Texas.
No, actually, March 28th, I'm going to be in Longview, Texas.
I figured you going to be somewhere. Doing
Two shows at
yeah.
the Maud Cobb Convention Center.
Look at that. Everybody busy. You
Everybody
anywhere?
been.
No,
Sam will be somewhere.
like,
For once, Sam will be home.
Uh,
What do you get, March? That's it.
Nah,
Easy
man,
to-
I will be in Georgia, probably with my kid,
Okay.
watching her take off in airplanes.
Hell yeah, G. That's good, man. Hell yeah.
So April 2nd, check it out. My YouTube. Do that. We'll see you guys on another episode soon.
I believe in good whiskey, and I believe in good times. I believe in good music, loud guitars, cold